Hey, what's going on guys, ThatBritGamer here with a brand new tier list video. Everyone seems to be enjoying these, so we're going to be doing some more. Now again, as I've said in previous versions, and no one seems to care, this is my own opinion. It's purely based on what I like the most. It's not about battle prowess or competitive and anything like that. It's just, ooh, I like this one, I think it's cool, it's S tier. Oh, I haven't used this one, I don't like it very much, D tier. There is no... It's fine. If you like my D tiers, that's okay. That's fine. You can like that. It's your opinion. But yeah, we'll get straight into it, I suppose. It all seems to be in Pokédex order, so we'll see how we go. So first off, we have Mew, the OG mythical Pokemon, absolute legend of the game, banger shiny as well. I think Mew just has to be S tier, honestly. Mew is amazing. We love Mew. Mew's definitely S tier. Like this could be a good mix of like either high or low. Next we've got Celebi, which I think also does deserve an S tier, but I'm gonna go A tier just to divide it up. Like again, most of my like A's and B's could possibly be like S's, but just for the sake of not having everything in one tier, I'm gonna put Celebi in A. Celebi's great, a lovely Pokemon, but Mew just beats it out for me. Next up, we've got Jirachi. Jirachi is my absolute all-time favorite mythical Pokemon, one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I think it's amazing. I think between both the Wishmaker movie and also playing Pokemon Channel and getting my very own Jirachi onto my Emerald cartridge from my GameCube, made me love this Pokemon, so Jirachi is definitely S tier. Next we've got Deoxys. Now we've got all forms, so we will rank its forms. I think overall Deoxys is very good, but let's see which forms work best. So we've got normal form Deoxys, we will put in B tier. Definitely not my favorite form of Deoxys. And then we've got attack form, which I think is an S tier. It just takes, I think Deoxys is amazing and it just improves on the design a little bit more. We love attack form. And then we've got defense form, which I'll put in C tier. Just it is the worst Deoxys form in my opinion. It just looks a bit goofier. And then we've got speed form, which I think is another S tier form. Coming up next, we've got Manaphy, which I do think it's cute. Pretty cool, but I think it's going to have to be our first D tier. It's just not done a lot in its time, to be honest. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of there. And same with Fiona is definitely down in D tier as well. Manaphy could maybe move up to C tier, but Fiona is definitely a D tier. You can't evolve it. It's just, ooh, you got a little baby one. It's kind of whatever. Next up, we have Darkrai. Where am I going to put Darkrai? Darkrai is a banger. Again, I don't want to overload S tier, so I'm gonna go A tier for now. But that is, I don't feel good about putting that in A tier. I want to put it in S tier, but I do want to divide things up a bit, so we will go for A tier for now. Next up, we've got Shaman. I love Shaman a lot. I think it's adorable. That's going to be another straight A tier for me. Again, could be S, but yeah, we'll go A tier. Then we've got Skyform. I think a lot of people prefer Skyform, but for me, I prefer the normal form. So we're going to go B tier for Shaman Skyform. I think still very cool, but just not as good in my opinion. Then we've got Arceus coming up next. I don't think you can put Arceus anywhere but S tier. Literal god of all Pokemon. Arceus is a banger design. Going straight into S. Then we've got Victini. I do think Victini's quite cool. Like it's typing, but I just haven't used it much. So I'm going to go C tier, just again based on the fact that I haven't used it too much or had much experience with it. Then we've got both Keldeo forms. I'll be honest, I've never used Keldeo. I had Keldeo, so I'm just going to put it in D tier, but that's just purely based off the fact that I haven't used it before. I think it's a fairly cool design, but I'm also just not a big fan of the Swords of Justice, so yeah, we'll go D tier for Keldeo. Then we've got Meloetta. C tier for this form, and then D tier for this form. I just think this form looks better. I've not much experience with Meloetta, so I can't even remember the names of the forms, but green hair looks better than the orange hair one, basically. Next up, we've got Genesect. Genesect, I'm gonna go B tier. Pretty cool looking dude. Man's got the plasma cannon on him. I think he's fairly cool, but not much to say one way or the other for him. Just think he's kind of cool. Diancie again, not used it too much. So Diancie and its Mega will go in D tier for me. Not crazy on them, not used them much, so they'll stay down there for me. Then we've got Hooper's regular form. I'm gonna go C tier. Mainly because he was like in the movie, he was kind of a knobhead. So he's gonna go in C tier. But then we've got Hooper Unbound, which is a much cooler form. We will go. I think we'll go B tier for Hooper Unbound. Much cooler than the regular form. Then we got Volcanion. Volcanion's cool. I mean, first fire and water type. But to be honest, hasn't done much. It's just kind of been there. So we'll go C tier just for the fact it's not been a very prominent legendary. Oh, sorry, a mythical. It's just kind of chilling and it just exists, to be honest. Then we've got regular form Magearna. Gonna go C tier as well for regular form Magearna, but then the Pokeball form Magearna we're gonna go for B tier because I really love the design of the colors on it. Look really cool. Next up we got Marshadow. Again, not too much experience with Marshadow, but cool little dude. A tier. I think he's really sick. So we're gonna have him in A tier just because I think he's pretty cool. We got Zeraora. I think another like fairly forgotten mythical. I hate going against it in Pokemon Unite. It always kicks the crap out of me. I've got my shiny one from that Sword and Shield raid event. I think he's a kind of one of those like just there, but he does look kind of cool, so we'll go for B tier. Meltan, obviously when it first dropped in Pokemon Go, was a huge event. It was quite interesting to say the least. Cute little dude, but hasn't done much for me, so we'll go C tier. But then we've got Melmetal, I think is a bit cooler, so we'll go B tier for Melmetal. And then it's Gigantamax form, I suppose that sticks with it, yeah. Next up, Zarude. How do I feel about Zarude? I don't feel too much for Zarude again. It's not had a lot for it. It's had the movie, obviously, but not much else. I will go C tier for Zarude. We've got the one with the scarf on. Just for the drip, it gets B tier with its drip. We'll go for that. Then we've got Pecharunt, not sure how you say it. The quest was quite fun. I liked all the dancing in the quest. The mochi dancing, the music was quite fun. But as a Pokemon, not a lot happening there. I'll go D. No, I like the quest a bit in the DLC. So just for its quest alone, we'll go C tier. But the quest is helping it there because again, we've barely seen it, so it's not had a chance to shine. So we'll go C tier. Right, and as usual with these videos, we'll sit here. I'm gonna reevaluate, see if I want to move anyone up or down or change anyone's positions, and then we will have a final ranking. Okay, we've revised the rankings a little bit, so we have moved Darkrai and Celebi up to S tier. It was hard not having them up there, so I think they definitely deserve the jump up. Regular form Deoxys up to A tier because looking at it as a grand scope, I don't think it deserves B tier. It was more just in relation to the other forms. Like, I think the speed and attack forms are so much cooler looking that I wanted to move them up. But yeah, regular Deoxys compared to all the other Pokemon down in B tier, definitely better for me. Same with Skyform Shaman. I think it is just a lot cooler than the ones down in B. I could have moved regular Shaman up to S, but again, I don't want to overload S tier too much. So all in all, that's our ranking there. Hope you did enjoy. Again, if you disagree, that's fine. Feel free to leave a comment what you like the best, what you like the least. You don't need to attack me for it. It's just Pokemon. It's fine. Otherwise, I've been Ryan of ThatBritGamer. Hope you did enjoy. I'll catch you in the next one, and see ya.